Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Sana Jafar. I am currently working as a postgraduate resident of neurosurgery in Punjab Institute of Neurosciences, Lahore. I have done AMC MCQ exam, MRCS Part A, and the language exam, that is PTE academic. So I appeared in my exam in my 2025, and the result came out to be in June 2025. And Alhamdulillah, I passed in my first attempt. So in this video, I will talk about that what are the resources required for this exam and how much month of preparation is basically required for this exam. First of all, we will talk about the textbooks. The textbook I basically studied was John Murtagh. Many people don't study the whole textbook, but I did it, and that was my fault too. Because basically, it is recommended to start from the Qbanks so that you get to know that what you want to pick up from the textbook. But I started from John Murtagh, so basically I had to do that book again once I started the Qbank because I was unable to stop any MCQs. And there is one more textbook, that is AMC Handbook of MCQs. That is basically Qbank of 300 MCQs with explanations, and so it is also you can also get the idea that what you need to pick from the John Murtagh. So moreover, I studied three more books. I studied Kaplan Psychiatry, I studied Kaplan Obs and Gynae, and I also studied Kaplan Surgery because I was weak on those subjects. So you can also study these topics from some other books, like you can study 10 teachers for the obs and gynae, but I studied it from Kaplan because I thought it was like a small book and you can do it so basically. And also I thought teachers is kind of like a little laborative, and I didn't have much time. So because basically I started my preparation, my actual preparation from February 2025, and exam was 3 months away, so I was hell scared. So for the Qbank, I did the AMEDEX and I did the mplusX and some portion of E-Medici. But I would recommend everybody to do the E-Medici, since I got to know of the E-Medici 1 month before the exam, and I did only a small portion of it because the time was so less. But after that, I recommended everybody to do the E-Medici because the MCQs of E-Medici are basically similar to that of paper, like the concept of the MCQs. So basically, you can get a better idea that what kind of MCQs like uh, appear in your exam. So if you can if you want to, or if you can skip one Qbank, I would prefer that you can that forget about M plus X, but you must do AMEDEX and E-Medici. And also I have done some sample papers from the free websites and from the E-Medici and AMEDEX too. And I got the offline version of AMEDEX from some Facebook group, or I guess some WhatsApp group, because I haven't bought any course or any Qbank basically. So for the guidelines, I did the RACGP guidelines. For the oncologists, they constantly update their oncological guidelines, and I had the old version of the John Murtagh. So basically, I wrote that on our register, and I used to go through those guidelines after few days because I tend to forget things. So, and for I have also studied the guidelines of the Royal College of Children and the Royal College of Obs and Gynae of Australia, because they also update the guidelines over there. So the questions are basically according to those updated guidelines. As I have mentioned that I had the offline version of AMEDEX, so go through the guidelines after every few days, and I wrote that on the register. So that is it that I studied for exam, and I don't think so that you need to do anything extra for this exam, because I have passed my exam, and many other people that I know have passed in the single attempt with this, the books that I just mentioned, and I'm also going to write that in description. So they are more than enough. But the main objective of this exam is that you need to make your core concepts. so that even if they change a single word in that MCQ, you like easily like skip out the other options and get the right one. So my tip would be to make a register or like your self handmade notes, because you cannot like revise the whole John Murtagh and other books the day before the exam, and those are very crucial days. So basically you need to like write your own handmade notes. And also one thing I forgot to mention, 1 week before the exam I joined some telegram groups for the recalls, and I did recalls of like 3 months. Basically it's recommended to do the recalls of first and like last 2 years, but I didn't have much time. And plus I also think that it is in my opinion that since the like there is like no proper answer or the proper statement of the recalls, so that is why I just skipped it. But I would recommend everybody to do it since I do not have the habit of doing recalls, that's why. So I did recalls of like 2 to 3 months, and also my exam was on third day, so I did recalls of day 1 and 2, and I think I got like 4 or 5 MCQs of repeated of those like day 1 and 2 recalls. So that was it. So this exam is doable and everybody can do it, so I would recommend everybody to like just start with the preparation. And also one more thing, you can apply for the jobs all over in Australia with AMC MCQ exam only. So I am currently in the process of applying for jobs in Australia, so do pray for me. And if you need any help, write that in comment section so that I can help you with that. And I will also make a video on the language exam that you can do for the if you want to apply jobs in Australia. Also you do not need the language exam to apply for MC1. You only need that exam if you are applying, like if you have got the jobs, if you have got the job and you are applying for AFRA registration. So I will make a separate video on it, that what language exam that you can do. So till then, jazakallah, and do like write a comment that if you need any help. Thank you.